What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Once again, sorry about the audio quality. I don't know what is going on with my Yeti microphone. Every time I try to use it, I get like I don't know if it's a buzzing or whatever it is in the background. I can't figure that out. I've changed cords. I've changed mic gain. I don't know if it's something to do with my computer. I really don't know what it is. So I'm using this, even though the sound isn't going to be as good. At least there's no background buzzing. Trying to figure that out. But anyway, let's talk about the New York Giants and Adoree Jackson. Before we get into that, do me a favor if you haven't done so. Hit the thumbs up button. It always helps out the video. Also, subscribe to this channel if you want Giants content, Yankee stuff, Lakers, live stream games, live hangouts, whatever you want to do, man. You know I'm here for that. Love hanging out with you guys and girls. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description below. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Now, today, Adoree Jackson sprained his ankle, was taken off the field in joint practice with the New England Patriots. And this is something that New York Giants fans definitely do not want to hear. Adoree Jackson has missed time in the last couple of years with injury problems, as has Kenny Golladay. The two prized possessions of the New York Giants during the offseason as free agent signings coming in here, shoring up the number 2 cornerback spot is Adoree Jackson. And the good news is that it doesn't seem to be that serious. I mean, anytime you get an injury like that to an ankle, you could have a high ankle sprain and broken bones. Anytime you hear this stuff, you get a little bit nervous because ankle sprains can linger much like hamstrings can linger, and you really don't know the severity of it. But from what I understand, it doesn't sound that serious, and there's talk that he may even be back on the field tomorrow afternoon. Now, I wouldn't push it. I mean, Joe Judge hasn't even been starting these guys in preseason games, so if you're not going to do that, I wouldn't be pushing Adoree Jackson back too soon. There's really no reason to have him out there on the practice field and maybe aggravating the ankle a little bit more. What's the point? I mean, you're, about 2.5 weeks away from the opening game, so let him be completely healthy. You haven't played these guys all year as far as, like I said, in the preseason games, so let's not hurry him back for practice. So I guess that's what they're going to do. I really don't know, but this was my point as to why these guys should be playing in the preseason games, at least for a couple snaps. You don't know, man. People are like, oh, you got to make sure they don't get injured. You can't have Daniel Jones get injured. What's the point of Daniel Jones playing? What's the point of Adoree Jackson playing? What's the point of this guy playing? The point is get reps, because it doesn't need to be in a game where they get hurt. I mean, you could cut wrong and you could tear your ACL. It happens, man. It happens to people. It's unfortunate. I can't think of the Jets. I call it Lawson. I believe he tore his Achilles tendon for the Jets. It's terrible news, but this happens. They can happen at any time, man. You can't play scared. You can't play football scared. You can't play like, oh, I can't worry about my guy. So worried about my guys getting hurt. Can't do that, in my opinion. But I'm not the head coach of the New York Giants. But I'm not saying they should be playing the entire preseason, but I felt like they should have some snaps, and this is why. Because you can get hurt at any time, in any practice, scrimmage, inter-squad practice, however you want to look at it, man. It can happen to anybody at any time. It's just a freak thing. But again, this doesn't seem to be too serious as far as Adoree Jackson goes, and that is good news for the New York Giants. Now, obviously, there is the starters will play this Sunday against New England. Of course, we'll be live, Chris and myself, on this channel, probably about 5:45. I believe the game's at 6 o'clock. Weird start time on a late Sunday afternoon here in late August, but looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing the starters on the field. Looking forward to seeing this offensive line. Looking forward to seeing Daniel Jones on the field to see what he can do. Now, no matter what Daniel Jones does, or the offensive line, or anybody for that matter, I'm not going to get too high or too low over preseason games. You guys know I'm very emotional, and I do pretty much fly off the handle and whatever when a guy performs poorly, but I'm not going to do that in preseason. I don't care about preseason, man. I know Eagle fans are over there touting Jalen Hurts as the next Joe Montana because he had a good practice against the Jets. Got one guy in particular talking about how what they did to the Jets, that's one New York team. It's not the Giants, but the Giants are going to get a good look at what we're going to do to them this year. Man, you don't know that. That's at the end of November, man. You don't know what the hell is going to go on. How do you pair the Jets and the Giants? Like, this is what Eagle content creators do, and I can't figure that out for the life of me. I don't understand why people get so pumped up about, especially in that. It's not even a preseason game, right? You're talking about an inter-squad practice. I mean, you can't hit the guy. You can't guard the guy. You can't tackle the guy. I mean, what the hell do you expect them to do? They better be good, right? But even if they're bad, it doesn't matter. It's practice. It's practice. So it really don't matter, man. Like I said, I'm just looking at getting the starters out there. I want to see these guys get some reps. Of course you want your guys to do good. I don't want Daniel Jones to come out there and throw 2 interceptions. But if Daniel Jones goes 10 for 10 on 2 drives, they go right down the field and score 2 touchdowns, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, God, he's turned a corner. Because you just don't know, man. Guys that look great in the preseason have been terrible in the regular season and vice versa. Guys that look lost in the preseason come out and killed it in the regular season is all that matters. You do want you guys to get reps. You do want them to get that chemistry with their guys. You do want to get that timing down between the offensive linemen. You know, they have to work together. It's not just one particular guy. That group has to work as a unit. And the more, you know, reps that they get, the better timing they're going to have going into the regular season. I know you can say we're going to work on all that in practice, and that's great. But I still feel like you should get some reps in an NFL game, even if it is not against the, you know, number one defenses, or you're not going to see everything. You're going to play against the base defense for the most part in the preseason. Obviously, coaches aren't going to show you everything, but that's why the Giants play the teams that they do, because they're not going to play these teams during the regular season. And a lot of times, if they would play the AFC East, usually they would start with, the Jets would have been the dress rehearsal. Most years, the Jets were the dress rehearsal. And, you know, when they played the Jets, they would always move that to the first game because none of the starters were in there. That's usually how that went. It's very weird the way preseason works now, especially with everything that happened last year. Now it's pretty much you're just going to have one dress rehearsal. Guys don't even get work at this juncture, and they're just going to go in and dress rehearsal. I don't know how long they're going to play. I'm assuming at least a quarter, maybe a quarter and a half. I doubt they'll play the entire first half. But again, I'm looking forward to it. But my whole point about the injury thing was that with Adoree Jackson getting injured, or Kenny Golladay, you know, hurting his hamstring, or any of this stuff, it can happen at any time. So I don't ever really put too much stock into how these guys perform in practice, and I don't get too high or too low on how they do. I save that for the regular season. But the one thing I've always said is that I want these guys to get out of the preseason healthy. And, you know, for the most part, knock on wood, I don't think there's anything serious with the New York Giants, but I don't like all the nagging injuries that are going on. But again, it's practice. They got 2.5 weeks to get ready. I do think all these guys are going to be ready. Maybe not Saquon. I don't know. I don't know what Saquon's doing. He was supposed to be practicing. I haven't really read much about Saquon. Of course, I work a full-time job, so it's not always easy to get online and research everything that I want to. But I did see that Adoree Jackson hurt his ankle. I don't know if any of you guys saw that. You probably did. You're more up to date on this stuff than I am, most of you. But if you didn't, I just wanted to put it out there that he did injure his ankle. It's a minor ankle sprain, and he could be back out there tomorrow. But again, nothing serious, and that's all you want to hear about the New York Giants, is that there's no serious injuries. And I just can't wait for football, man. I'm so geeked up for football. It's been a long time since I've been excited about a New York Giants season. Normally, when I've been doing this the last couple of years, in my heart I'd be excited, but in my head I didn't really have a lot of faith in this team being any good. It's not the case this year. Although the New York Giants do have big-time question marks on that offensive line, and there's no denying that. We really don't know what Daniel Jones is going to be. He's been Jekyll and Hyde. He has had really good games. He's had really bad games. We're going to get a good look at him this year to know exactly what he is after year 3. There is no excuses. Everybody's job's on the line pretty much here. Jones, maybe not Judge, but, you know, Gettleman, Garrett, whoever. There's a lot of things at stake for the Giants. But this is a year I do believe that they'll be good. Do I believe they're going to win a Super Bowl? No. I'd be lying to you if I said that. Do I believe they're going 12-5, 13-4? No. But I believe the Giants can win 9 or 10 games if they're healthy. I believe that they can be in playoff contention. I believe that they can be in division contention. I don't think any team in this division is great. I do believe that a team will win more than they'll win 10 games. This year will happen where 10 wins. Someone's going to win 10 games, whether it's the Giants, whether it's the Cowboys, whether it's Washington. I think one of them will win 10 games. Eagle fans, no, you're not winning 10 games. You stink. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to tell you that all year. You stink. But in all seriousness, I'm glad Jackson's healthy. I'm ready for football. I'm so sick of preseason. I'm so sick of, this guy's not playing, this guy's injured, Kadarius Toney, this guy looks good on 11-on-11 drills, this guy looks terrible on 7-on-7 drills, Daniel Jones is throwing some bad, I'm ready for football, man. At this point in the summer, it's pretty much over. I'm looking forward to September 12th, looking forward to the Giants and the Broncos. Of course, I'm looking forward to Sunday. That'll be fun, too. But I can't wait for regular season football, and I'm sure that you guys and girls can't wait for it either. Anyway, that's all I got in this video. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Bad Diggy Dizzle. I'm out. Peace.